In this section, I'm going to continue my discussion about route summarization and filtering, and specifically I'm going to talk about filtering. So in my scenario, switch 1 has a loopback interface that is, accessible from router 2 and other routers. I'm going to stop these routers from accessing my loopback 0 interface. So I can achieve this in several ways. The easiest and the most convenient way is using distribute list. And if I go to router 2 and first check the connectivity, I can see that ping 110.155 is successful. So let's go to switch 1 and let's go to enable in configuration mode in order. And now I'm going to go to router Eigrp 100 process. Router Eigrp 100 process, and now that I'm in this process, I'm going to add a distribute list. This distribute list will take an access list, a prefix list, or a route map. Now I'm going to talk about all variation, but the first variation that I'm going to use is an access list. So I assign, for example, access list number 55. And next I should tell the router that is outbound or inbound. Outbound means I'm not going to send this route out, and inbound means I'm not going to let this route in. So I'm going to use an outbound, and as you can see, I can assign the distribute list on router 2 and stop this route from coming in, or I can assign this distribute on switch 1 and stop this route from going out. So I'm going to do the second thing. So I can assign an interface, and of course I have only one interface outgoing, so I'm going to use that interface name, or I can omit this because in this case there is no difference between these two, but for clarity let's add VLAN 25. And now that I have assigned this, I should define the access list. Access list 55 is going to deny this route, so I'm adding a deny here. And what is going to be denied? 110.150 and 000255 is going to be denied, and the other routes are going to be permitted. So I should assign a permit any here, and now that I have defined this access list, I'm sure that the only thing that is going to be denied is 110.150. Now let's go to router 2 and check the connectivity here. If I try to ping this route again, you can see that this is not reachable because I do not have any information about this. So let's go to enable mode and check the IP topology here for 110.150/24. You can see that IP Eigrp topology, of course. You can see that there is no route in my topology table, and hence there is no route in my routing table. So this is the first thing that I can assign. And of course, as I told you, I can do this on router 2 and stop this route from coming in by assigning an inbound distribute list, but the outbound is quite okay here. So let's go and select the prefix list and see the difference between the access list and the prefix list. Prefix list should be exactly the same as the route that is in your routing table. So let's check the routing table first. IP route for 110.155, and you can see that in my routing table it is 110.150. So this is going to be what I'm going to deny in my prefix list. So first of all, I need to create a prefix list, and I'm going to talk about prefix lists and route maps in detail in upcoming sections, but first of all I need to add this here. So just I apologize to you for this inconvenience. So I prefix list, I add an IP prefix list, and it's going to be named deny loopback 0 out. And for this I'm going to deny 110.150/24, and this is exactly what I see in my routing table. Now let's go add the sequence number here because I need to add another line. Sequence 5 is okay for this. Now IP prefix list deny loopback 0 out, sequence 5 deny 110.150/24 is the first line, and it is going to be sequence 10 that permits 0000/0 less than or equal to 20, less than or equal to 32. This means any other route is permitted. So I hit enter, and now I have this prefix list here. So let's go to router Eigrp 100 again, and now I'm going to go to this distribute list and disable it. And now that I have disabled this, I'm going to add this. Let's see this. Distribute list prefix list, and this prefix list name is deny loopback 0 out. And of course the other things, the other parameters are the same. Out VLAN 25. And now I hit enter, and after I resync, you should see that this route is not in router 2 either. So let's go here, and this is the resync that is done right now. Now I'm going to check this in Eigrp topology, and you can see that it is not there anymore. So let's go back to switch 1, and I'm going to show you how I can use this in a route map. Now the next option is using a route map. So I'm going to create a route map, and for this route map I can select an access list or select a prefix list to match the route that I need, and accept that route map in my distribute list. So let's create a route map. I'm going to create a route map, and the name is deny loopback 0 out, and this case it is denying the route that is matched by prefix list or access list. So I'm going to add a sequence of 10 here and match IP address, and I'm going to use a prefix list. That's a much better idea. Prefix list, and the prefix list has the same name as the route map, and this is not a big deal. So this is going to deny the route that is matched with this prefix list, and now I'm going to permit any other things. So I permit 20, and that's it. I have the route map here. Now that I have route map, I can go to router Eigrp 100 process and use a distribute list here, distribute list route map, and the name is deny loopback 0 out, and that's going to be outbound from VLAN 25. And of course I forgot to create a prefix list here, so I'm going to create an IP prefix list, and the name is going to be deny loopback 0 out, and in sequence 5 it is going to permit 110.150, and this is exactly what you see in your routing table in switch 1, and this is going to be permitted, and it tells me that I have selected this in a different policy. So first of all, I need to be sure that there is no such prefix list, and for this I'm going to deny this no IP prefix list, deny loopback 0 out, and after that I can go and create this again. Now I have this prefix list, I have this route map, and check the I have added this to my routing map table, my router process, and I can go to router 2, and after resynchronization I should see that this ping is not going to be successful. And you can see that this is not successful. And if I check the Eigrp topology table, I can see that 110.150/24 is not there. So I've selected to use distribute list, and you can see that using access list, prefix list, and route map, you can achieve the same result.